Hello everyone, my name is V Dinesh and my roll number is 536 and my topic is data converter interleaving current trends and future perspectives. The data converters employed in electro-optical transceivers, digital to analog converter DAC and analog to digital converter ADC significantly define the signal bandwidth that can be transmitted or received. These converters today are fabricated in complementary metal oxide semiconductor CMOS technology to scale the bandwidth with power and cost efficiently. High-speed CMOS data converters are essential components for coherent communications. They provide the conversion between the digital and analog domain and vice versa. The main parameters of data converters for communication communications applications are sampling rate, analog bandwidth, effective number of bits ENOB, and power consumption. In CMOS data converters, the analog bandwidth and ENOB are bottlenecks for increasing the data rate. These converters today are fabricated in complementary metal oxide semiconductor CMOS technology to scale the bandwidth with power and cost efficiently. Historically, the fast technical evolutions in fiber optics have been supported by continued progress in CMOS technology that supports data converters and DSP application specific integrated circuits ASICs. 10 years ago, at the beginning of the coherent era, data converters used 65 nanometer CMOS technology with sampling rates around 40 to 50 Gs per second and bandwidth around 16 gigahertz. In recent years, several new ideas have been investigated to circumvent the limitations of a given CMOS DAC technology. The hardware configurations of the AMUX DAC and ADMUX ADC are completely symmetric with respect to the two subconverters, which is favorable for balancing the two branches. The SNR of the combined converter is fundamentally limited by the ENOB of the individual data converters. For interleaving in the frequency domain, a broadband signal is split into multiple frequency bands, which are equally individually converted between the digital and analog domains and vice versa, and finally recombined. For the FIDAC, the broadband digital input signal is split into multiple frequency bands, which are each down converted to baseband prior to digital analog conversion. And the sub-DS's outputs, the necessary whole spectra of the individual subsignals are suppressed by analog low-pass filters. The filters for the for the lowest subsignal are included in the multiplexer filter MF. The subsignals representing the different frequency bands of the signal are upconverted to their respective carrier frequency with analog radio frequency mixes and analog in phase or quadrature IQ mixes. Finally, the subsignals are combined with the MF forming the designed continuous spectrum without gaps or guard bands. The MS characteristics suppress both fed through local oscillator LO signals and undesigned mixer sidebands. Depending on the suppression ratio, residual spectral components may remain reduced in SNR of neighboring frequency bands. The broadband analog input signal is split into multiple frequency bands with MF. Analog mixers don't convert the subsignals to baseband, which are then low pass filter prior to digitalizing with the sub ADCs. The FI concept is based on an asymmetric configuration which exacerbates synchronization and compensation of analog impairments with DSP algorithms. The SNR performance of the combined data converter is fundamentally limited by the ENOB of the individual data converters. Moreover, integration of the MF filter in CMS technology is highly challenging nowadays. Further, the parameters of the FFT data converter are interdependent, resulting in a limited variability in terms of bandwidth and sampling rate in the end. That's it. Thank you, everyone.